The Emerald Spire gave us some of the most close-quarter combat in the entire series so far. Literally a perfect precursor to the absolute insanity we're going to be dealing with in today's episode. Maelstrom has nearly 1,000 enemies, and one of the largest ambushes I've seen in the entire series at the end. This is not one to be messed with, and we are only 2 more maps away from finally putting down the God Machine itself. In today's 4K Master Out, we're going to be tackling MAP28, Maelstrom by Ribbiks and Dannebubinga with the music soundtrack Gates of the Ancient from the PC game Stone Keep. Where to begin with this behemoth of a map? Let's go ahead, grab the super shotgun and the rocket launcher before we get out of this initial area. Make sure we also have the backpack, and there are going to be 3 different teleporters that are color-coded. We have a green teleporter, a blue teleporter, and a yellow teleporter. Those take you to the individual key sections. So let's go ahead and start with the yellow key first. So we need the yellow teleporter, and then our journey can begin. Now, with this room, grab the Mega Armor that's right behind you, get all the rockets, and stay far away from the imps as we push our way through to the left side. So you're going to take a ton of damage here. That's why we got the Mega Armor before we left this area. As soon as we get here, we get ourselves another Megasphere. Now, this is quite an insidious trap. What we want to do is, as soon as we get ourselves the Plasma Rifle, we're going to get a Cyberdemon exposed. Draw the Cyberdemon over to this side. We do not want it back there where it is, no matter what happens. So it can be stubborn sometimes. Make sure it's over there, because we're about to drop this entire floor section down once we grab that chain gun. Now, be trained over here, because 2 Arch-Viles are going to spawn on this side with chain gunners behind us. So don't worry about the chain gunners. We got the Megasphere for a reason. Quickly go where the Arch-Viles are. Get ready for 2 more Arch-Viles that are going to pop up where the chain gunners are. So as long as we're focusing our fire in the middle, we should be able to take them out lightning quick as even more chain gunners appear behind us. So again, Arch-Viles on one side, chain gunners behind you. Change sides, Arch-Viles on one side, chain gunners behind you. It's the same way both times, but do be careful, because as you can see, that Cyberdemon is still up there launching rockets as the entire time. And it can be extremely dangerous, because he can nail you literally from all the way back there, just like that, trying to get further down the corridor here. Now, we did not, as you see in the bottom right, break the TDC counter, but we definitely gave it its workout today. So right there is the yellow key card, just like that. So the Arch-Vile chain gun ambush past the wall of imps, that's how you get the yellow key card. As you saw, grabbing that health bonus actually ended up dropping the lift, so we can teleport back to the hub area. So, we know the yellow section's done, let's go to the blue, and this one is probably one of the most infamous fights in the entire map. So let's go ahead and take out the 2 Mancubus that are sitting up there sniping, and take out the 1 Revenant that's on the right side before we trigger the trap on ourselves. So you may take some damage, that's okay, just use the supercharges if you need to, because our goal was not really to take many hits here, but I'll tell you, this area is tough to get through just because you have to rely a little bit on RNG between the Hell Knights and the Cyberdemons cooperating with each other. Sometimes they'll end up spreading out because the Cyberdemon will hit the Hell Knights, so let's go ahead and bring them up. And again, this is where things can get tricky. The goal is to pull all the Hell Knights to the left. The problem is, sometimes the Cyberdemon can hit them and start infighting, which will pull them in your path. Take out the Arch-Vile that's over here on the right. There's security armor behind them. Run upstairs and run past all of this. Just ignore it, go to the right, so you dodge the Mancubus that pop up. Take out this Revenant, being aware that you have to dodge 2 Cyberdemons while you're doing this, and splash the wall to take out zombies that are down the floor that haven't popped up yet. Just like that, we can hit the switch, now we have the yellow key, and get ourselves the BFG 9000. Now let's push forward, take out the Barons hiding in this corner, because we need this corner to hide in ourselves. And just like that, I'm not too worried about cell ammo in this map, just because they give you plenty of energy cell packs all throughout the map. So I'm being a little more liberal than usual, but that is what you typically don't want to see, is the pain elementals coming out before their time. And unfortunately, it always seems to happen to me. So second that stuff starts happening, I'm to absolutely start spamming the BFG just to get all this stuff cleared. Again, we will get plenty of cell ammo the further we get into this. Ammo is really never a problem in this map, at least not one that I've seen. So let's go ahead, take out the Revenant over here, get the Sniping Mancubus. Beware, because we still have one more Pain Elemental stuck in its cage still. And let's take it out before it even knows what happened, which is how you should handle it if they didn't prematurely pop up on you. And back here, we can easily snipe out the Arch-Viles. Just give yourself a little bit of time to take care of them with no problem. Now, the TDC counter is actually about halfway to where it's going to end up in this map, just showing you how intense this blue keycard fight is, because so much is determined on how the Hell Knights and the Cyberdemons decide to play with each other there at the beginning. So again, since we have the yellow key card, let's hit the yellow switch. That's going to give us the blue key card right there. Now that that's taken care of, let's go ahead, make sure this area is clear, and that we have all the ammo and health we can possibly take with us on the way out. There's also health bonuses hiding behind the Arch-Viles to get our 100% items. And as you see, they also drop the lift here with the teleporter. So now back in the hub area, let's go back to the yellow section because we do need to clear this area out. And like you see there, now we have the blue key card, we can open a new spot to help us. So you can hide up here and easily take out the Cyberdemon. As you can see, it kind of goes to its own path and ambush back there. But for now, just use this as a safety net so we can take out the imps. Again, using the SSG just so we're not completely exhausting the BFG before we need to. Because there are going to be two different Cyberdemons we have to take out here. And sometimes you get lucky and the Cyberdemon starts infighting with the imps. Like I saw in my friend Bourne's videos, but I wasn't that lucky. The Cyberdemon actually ended up sticking around back there with the Revenants, so we are going to have to coax them out. Again, just let all the imps wander up the stairs to us, and right there, it's the Cyberdemon down at the bottom. The good thing is, it's a giant wide open area, so he's easily enough to take out. Bad thing is all his extra stuff shooting from the rafters. So let's use the BFG, take them out, because I don't want to be dodging 1,000 Mancubus blasts and Revenant missiles while trying to deal with this thing. So, as soon as you have the Cyberdemon to where he can't splash you with anything, just spin around in circles. Now, he's going to do literally one of the best strategies of going to the wall, that way I can't get around him. Limits my range of motion, but the good thing is just keep him in the middle of the room and he'll never be able to touch you, as long as you just keep moving and shooting at the same time. Is it arduous? A little bit, but typically he's about halfway down on health at this point. So, get rid of the Cyberdemon, let's clean up this room since we've pretty much not touched it up to this point. And we also are going to have to make sure all those Revenant snipers are taken care of. So this is where the chain gun absolutely shines. So if you didn't already know the trick, you can just single tap the chain gun. That way each shot will be 100% accurate. So you're not going to have the spray all over the place. It'll basically function just like single tapping the pistol does. So again, just single tap, that way it's 100% accurate, basically turning the chain gun into a sniper rifle. That way we can go ahead and get the Revenants. They're hiding way off in the nosebleed section back here, out of here. And soon the yellow key section will be clear, and we can finally start pushing toward the infamous red key. Now, if you've known this map for about anything, you'll know that the red key ambush is literally a light version of the giant final slaughter section coming at the end of this map, because this map quickly devolves into absolute bedlam by the end. So we want to make sure we have all the resources we have going into it, ideally with a full 200 health and 200 armor with all keys. So now that this is done, let's continue up here. As you can see, we've got ourselves boxes of rockets and a supercharge. We've also got a switch, but we can't get across that area. So BFG our way all the way through this crowd, get the energy cell pack there, get behind the Cyberdemon. That way everything else can get the Cyberdemon's attention. Since we took out everything on this half of the room, we don't have to worry about anything behind us. And that way we can keep the Cyberdemon constantly infighting with the Revenants and the Imp back there. So again, the tactic is just get behind the Cyberdemon at all costs. If you have to BFG spam your way through, go for it, because like you saw, it does give you ammo, and in peak sections when we're going to have to use the BFG, they're going to give us more ammo for it, so don't have to worry about that. Now, at this point, we just want to make sure we don't have anything still coming after us. And now we can focus solely on the Cyberdemon that's left. So let him come a little bit closer. That way we can get, ideally, away from these walls and some good hits on him, just like that. And now we have plenty of room to move around. So he's already taken a BFG blast. He's taken several Revenant missiles. He should be about done. Maybe a few more pokes. And I think we've got it. Come on. Cooperate with us, buddy. There we go. And just like that, let's hit the switch. That's going to lower the fencing that's back behind that switch. That way, we can jump onto the teleporter and continue our push forward. Now, at this point, we want to make sure everything is taken care of because we don't want any enemies still lingering back here. Nothing that got revived by Arch-Viles. Nothing that got overlooked while we were running for our lives. And as soon as we see that we're good here, we don't want to touch the blue section with a 10-foot pole, just because we really, for the love of gosh, want to make sure we have more ammo going into it than this. Just take out the Revenant and Mancubus, just to help with some of the cleanup duty, and to make sure that we've got all the items we could possibly need out of here, because as you can see, that is literally just an ammo tax down there. If you ever wondered what one looked like in Doom, that's exactly what all those Hell Knights and Barons are. An ammo tax we do not need on us right now. Especially since we're only at 6% health. So let's go up here and ignore them for the moment. We'll come back when we have some more BFG shots to use. Instead, let's jump off this back area that opened up. Now, let's quickly get ourselves more ammo and take out the Barons as fast as possible. There is an Arch-Vile stuck behind them, and sometimes he'll run out in front. Sometimes it literally just gets stuck. But either way, take out that Arch-Vile. The Barons will go down, and we can just run right past them to get the Supercharge here and energy cell packs. So just like that, this area becomes much easier because the other enemies are literally stuck on posts. And as long as you don't stay in the middle, you don't have to worry about the Cyberdemon at all. So let's go ahead, BFG our way to success, and use our same sniping strategy just to get the Arch-Viles out of here. Because sometimes those tracers do not like these corners. And just like that, make sure we're plenty far enough away from that Arch-Vile, because sometimes he can hit you over the wall because of that little opening up there. And just like that, he's done. We've got the rockets, we've got our switch hit, which will open up the section for the red key, as you saw on the brim around it. Now, this Cyberdemon is very hard to take out, because anything he hits is going to splash you. So go ahead and just literally corner snipe it with the shotgun. That's the best strategy I came up with this guy, because the problem is if you bum rush him with the BFG and you fail to take him out in 2 hits, there's a better chance of you teleporting away from the area and having to come back to it. So let's go ahead and take him out, because he is staying on a teleporter that takes you right back to the hub area. So now we've got ourselves the BFG. We still don't want the blue key section yet, because we want to go ahead and get our red key card. So let's go back here. Now you'll see the fencing is down. So let's go ahead through the teleporter and get ready. This is probably the easiest section of the map, just because you can get the Cyberdemon focused on so many other things. So just bounce from Mancubus to Mancubus, completely ignoring that the Barons even exist until they're the only thing that you can shoot at. And at this point, you can see the Cyberdemon sneaking up behind the Barons. So you know as long as the Cyberdemon shoots at you at all, he's going to distract the Barons to himself. If he doesn't, just take whatever one doesn't want to fight out. But in this case, you see, he easily gets all of them because of splash damage. So just like that, the Cyberdemon basically takes care of the ambush for us. And now, as you see, we've got ourselves a Caco Cloud, so take advantage of when the Cyberdemon's distracted by the Cacodemons. And now he's going to be ticked off at us because of that major hit. But he's taking so many steps, he's quickly to forget his aggression on us. As long as the Cacodemons hit him a few more times, just like that, take advantage of him being distracted, he's out of here. And then it's just an easy cleanup of the Caco Cloud. This section, not really a problem. Just don't try and speed through it. Just take it slow, Mancubus to Mancubus, and then just let the Cyberdemon fight with everything else, take advantage of him being distracted. Now that we've got the switch hit, we can continue our way up the mountainside here with this passage that opened. And now that allows us to take out the last Cacodemon that was sniping from up above. And get ready, because here is the infamous red key section. And what you're about to see here is just a small taste of what the final ambush is going to be like. So get ready, this is brutal. So let's start off by grabbing all of our rockets, because we're going to need them. And then we just want to get the Hell Knights all spun up in the middle. So just like the starting ambush of the Emerald Spire last episode, we just want to get all the Hell Knights stuck in the middle. If they don't cooperate, blast your way through, because like you see, they give you plenty of ammo in this section. But we don't want to get bogged down, because where those supercharges are, Revenants and Arch-Viles are going to spawn in. So let's quickly take out the Revenants as soon as they come in. You'll likely get one or two of the Arch-Viles with them. And there's still Revenants that popped into the other side, but we can at least clear one of them out. And at this point, we've got everything lodged in the middle. Honestly, don't even prioritize the Arch-Viles unless you get a really clean shot on them, because they really can't do much of anything with the Cyberdemons throwing rockets everywhere. They're just going to end up infighting with the Cyberdemons. So they're really not the threat they look like in this ambush. As you can see there, everything's attacking the Cyberdemon, just keep bouncing from side to side, and once you get down to barely any pile left, just rocket your way to victory. And again, that is just a small preview of what the final ambush of this map is going to look like. So, now that that's all taken care of, let's go ahead. And there should be a switch right there, as you see the red bars above it. So that's what's going to lower the red keycard. Back in the hub area, like you see, it's down now. So we are just about ready for the final ambush. There's just one cleanup tactic left to go. So let's finally make our way into the blue key section. And like you see here, we have plenty of BFG ammo now. We can easily get rid of the ammo taxes. Because again, the final ambush, they give you plenty of ammo. You don't have to worry about it. So at this point, we can be as liberal as we want with all the ammo we saved up, and the ammo tax does not affect us in any way now. Literally, if you tried to take everything out in the blue key area when you first get to it, you would be starved for resources and not able to finish this map, at least not easily. So now we have all three keys, we can finally make our way to the exit. So you want the green teleporter for this. So not the blue or yellow, and there's where we put the blue and yellow switches, and that's going to unlock the red switch right here, which is going to make our way to the final ambush. But we want to be careful, because there is one secret we want to get before taking the final ambush. So if you've not gotten it by now, it was in the blue key section. We wanted to save it because we want to go in as good as we can to this ambush, and it's right behind where we teleport in at. So like you saw, it's a teleporter that takes you right to the secret, which is a Megasphere. And at this point, we are fully loaded going into final ambush, and we don't have to waste any of the resources before we get into it. So let's go back all the way. Just like that, let's take the teleporter to final ambush. Just run straight through. The black section is damaging floor, but you can run fast enough that usually you won't get touched. If you do, there is a Megasphere down here just in case. That way, no matter what happens, you're prepared. And look at this absolute football stadium arena worth of nonsense. So you've got a wall of Arch-Viles, 10 bazillion Revenants back there. You have to shoot the switch just to start the ambush, just so that everything gets ticked off on you. Hit those two switches to release the clusters of Barons and Painel Mills. And now let's run straight past the Barons and Painel Mills, because our goal was to make a gigantic circle around this area. So bob and weave past the Cyberdemons as they come out of their holes, and absolutely start nuking the massive cacopocalypse back here, just to thin down the herd before they can even get involved. Over here, if you need health, there are supercharges on both sides. Again, our goal is just completing a giant circle. If anything gets in our way, just immediately about face and go the other way, because you don't really have to worry about Revenant missiles. They're going to be hitting everything on the middle. At this point, most of your Arch-Viles are going to be infighting everything in the middle. So now that you get behind the cacopocalypse, you've pretty much won this entire map, because you can sit back here and wait until everything is infighting, and then you can start actually circling the arena and circling your way to victory. So obviously prioritize the Painel Mills before anything else. The Arch-Viles usually just get taken out by infighting, and it can be quite dangerous trying to hit the Arch-Viles with the BFG, because if one accidental tracer hits more than one of them, you could be blasted into the next century by Arch-Viles from seemingly out of nowhere. So just be careful when shooting it. Try and aim right where the Arch-Viles are, just like this. That way you know you can take them out if the enemies haven't done it already. At this point, we're literally just circling and thinning down the herd. Stay near the Megaspheres. Like you saw there, that's what saved us, because we literally got rocketed into oblivion right on top of a Megasphere. So they are here in the middle. There's 3 of them. There's supercharges along all the walls. And if you're wondering where the final item is, it's actually in the exit room. So I guess if you were to play this continuously and not pistol start each map, it would make sense, because that way you go into MAP28, the penultimate map, with 200 health and armor. So really ingenious that they throw that one right before you exit. And as you saw down there, that note, secret number 2, surviving the Maelstrom, that is literally the secret. The final secret to this map is literally just surviving this massive ambush, because it gives it to you in the exit room. So let's go ahead and take out everything that's left. And this is where it can get a little bit tricky, because you have so many bodies piled up, sometimes it's hard to tell if you actually got all the Barons or not. So since I'm not speed running or worrying that much about time, I'll usually just take a lap or 2 around here, just to make sure there's nothing else still firing at me. That's usually the easiest way to tell, because if there is a Baron or a Cacodemon in the mix, you'll start seeing like that. There's Baron blasts just coming out of nowhere. That way you can easily target who's left. And I believe we're good. Again, just kind of roam around. And just like that, let's go ahead, get to our exit. As you see, we've got the final secret there, the final item there, and out. What an intense map. My gosh, when those two come together, it is always some of the best Doom chaos I've ever experienced. If you've not already, please check out the Sunlust playlist. Like, share, comment, subscribe, some more Conceited videos, and we'll see you back in the penultimate map next time. Take care, everyone.